When missiles light up the skies of the Middle East, the entire world asks the same question. Why are relations between the United States and Iran so tense? This conflict is not just about military power. It is the result of decades of history, politics, and deep mutual distrust. The 1953 event. In the early 1950s, Iran's prime minister was Mohammad Mossadegh. He made a bold decision to nationalize Iran's oil industry, which had previously been largely controlled by British companies. In 1953, Mossadegh was removed from power through a coup. Later declassified documents revealed that the operation involved the Central Intelligence Agency and the MI6. From the perspective of the United States, this was a strategic move during the Cold War, as Washington feared growing Soviet influence in the region. However, many Iranians viewed the event as an example of foreign interference in their country. The 1979 Revolution. In 1979, Iran experienced a major political transformation. The revolution overthrew the Shah and led to the establishment of the Islamic Republic. Soon after, a group of students seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. 52 American diplomats were taken hostage and held for 444 days. The incident caused a massive reaction in the United States and severely damaged relations between the two countries. Nuclear program and diplomacy. In the 2000s, Iran's nuclear program became a major issue in international politics. The United States and its allies feared that Iran might develop nuclear weapons. Iran, however, repeatedly stated that its nuclear program was intended for electricity generation and scientific research. In 2015, an important agreement was reached, known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. Under this deal, Iran agreed to limit its nuclear activities in exchange for relief from certain international sanctions. However, the United States later withdrew from the agreement, and tensions between the two countries began rising again. Rising military tensions. Tensions escalated further in 2020. An American drone strike killed Qasem Soleimani, one of Iran's most powerful military leaders. The United States said Soleimani was involved in planning regional attacks. Iran, on the other hand, viewed the strike as a violation of its sovereignty. Soon afterward, Iran launched missile attacks targeting U.S. military bases in the Middle East. Why this conflict matters? If a full-scale war were ever to break out, it would likely extend far beyond just these two countries. One of the most critical locations is the Strait of Hormuz. Nearly 20% of the world's oil supply passes through this narrow waterway. Any conflict in this region could seriously affect global energy markets and the world economy. The conflict between the United States and Iran is not simply a military rivalry. It is a long story shaped by history, security concerns, and political differences. Whether the future brings further confrontation or renewed diplomacy, the outcome will shape the Middle East and possibly the entire world. Is this conflict limited to only Iran and the United States, or are there other third parties or regional powers involved behind the scenes? Let us know your opinion in the comments. We're planning to release a full video on this topic very soon, so make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated.